Throughout history, there were many cases of disappearances that were lacking any logical explanations. Some of those cases were solved, and some unfortunately still remain a mystery until this day. Usually, those disappearances come on a sudden to break a normative process of life and daily routines, which causes big confusion for the left behind environment. One of those cases is what's going to be covered in our video today. The unsolved disappearance of the McNaught family, a mystery which goes back to 49 years since it happened, and still unexplained until today. In today's video, we will have a deep look at the story of the McNaught family, how they disappeared, what was their last appearance, and what's the possible explanations for their vanishing out of nowhere. Before we start, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell to turn on notifications. On 23rd December 1972, a 31-year-old man called Jacques McNaught, along with his 29-year-old wife Pierrette and their two kids Eric and Bruno, had been out shopping for toys and food. The family had apparently a normal morning, enjoying their Christmas week and preparing for the holidays. Jacques was described as a hard worker, as he worked double jobs, along with being employed by the large Saint Gobain glass factory in Chateau Bernard on the outskirts of Cognac. He was also known to do some part-time work locally repairing cars. Meanwhile, Pierrette looked after the house and their children. On 24th December, the family decided to pay a visit to some friends. They went from their village Boutier-Saint-Trojan, in which they inhabited for around 2.5 years, to a nearby town called Cognac, where they spent the afternoon and evening with their friends preparing for a midnight meal to celebrate the start of Christmas. The evening was full of joy and everything was totally normal according to the McNaughts' friends. At around 1 a.m., the family started to prepare to take off. They wished their friends a happy holiday, thanked them for the meal, and got in their garnet-colored Simca 1100 car to drive to their house in a sudden change that was out of the ordinary. A thick fog had settled over the town, making it difficult to see even 5 meters ahead. Despite this, Jack and his family drove into the night road to their village, which was about 4 kilometers away from the town. The McNaughts family were never seen again after they left. The rest was all stories to tell. Nobody knew, seen, or found any evidence that they are dead or alive. There is some confusion over who exactly first alerted the local gendarmerie to the family's disappearance. Some say it was Pierrette's father on the 6th of January, others Jack's parents who had expected the family for a Christmas meal. The authorities took a while to respond to the disappearance of Jack and his family, as official search for them didn't start until 1 week after their last appearance, on the basis that adults had a right to disappear. Eventually, the gendarmes finally entered the McNaught house searching for any trace that can lead them to the family. They discovered the children's presents still wrapped under the Christmas tree, a turkey and oysters in the fridge, and no obvious sign of any missing clothing or documents, which may suggest the family had returned to the house after leaving Cognac in the early hours of 25th December. From January 10th onward, the search for the family was taken to new proportions. A helicopter was used to conduct an aerial search. Moreover, divers also searched the surrounding water bodies, but the water was difficult to navigate due to the dirt. After checking the banks of the rivers and not seeing any foot or tire tracks, the authorities concluded that the family could not have ended up in any rivers. Unsurprisingly, many people had different theories concerning what happened to the family. There was talk of Pierrette having an affair outside of her marriage, which provoked Jack to take some rash decisions. The possibility that Jack had murdered his family before fleeing was prominent in the public imagination, though a location have been suggested by an anonymous letter sent to the mayor of Bautier in 2003, stating, "It happened at 3 a.m. It's time the little ones were laid to rest properly." The anonymous author wrote an altercation and gave the names of those allegedly involved in the case, though the details were hazy. But in addition, he or she also named an address and a specific location within the property, where the bodies of the family were hidden. However, nothing was found, and the unknown letter was declared as false info. The situation of the family remained the same until 2011, when Jane Paul, who is Jack's brother, requested the authorities to allow him to sell his missing brother properties. His request was denied on the basis that there is no proof that Jack is dead and that no sale, rent, or mortgage can be done. However, the authorities decided to reopen the case and to navigate the area using new technology with a will to find a trace that can lead them to solve the missing puzzle. And so in November 2011, the riverbeds and ponds were again swept, this time by sonar and underwater metal detectors. An abandoned property on the north bank of the Charente in Porte-Boutier was also searched, and ground-penetrating radar used to scan for any human remains. Diverse searches also included an abandoned and partially flooded underground quarry in the nearby towns, but to no avail. The searches revealed nothing new. The weirdest thing that may support some of the previous speculations is that Jack's brother Jane believed that his brother may have chosen to have a new life with his wife and kids. He stated in a 2011 interview that Jack told him once, "If it doesn't work out, I will leave and you will never find me." This quote increased the possibility of a planned disappearance. However, nobody is really sure about if this is what really happened. In 2012, human bones of what appeared to be a man and a child were found in the woods 20 kilometers north of the town Boutier, but DNA tests showed no match to Jack's McNaught siblings. Moreover, in 2014, several skeletons were unearthed in a garden in Cognac, but tests in the end came with the result that they are from at least 90 years earlier. It seems that the dead ends of this case are endless after 49 years of searches, and despite the fact that it was reopened several times by several departments. It was always the same outcome in the end. Nothing new that would guide the authorities and people of the area to finally understand what happened, regardless of it's a good or a bad thing. So do you think that Jack decided to alter his life and took his family and left to build a new one in fear of losing his wife? Or he had committed a massive suicide that its evidences are still unsurfaced? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of crime and mysteries and much more interesting stories. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.